Hi, this is a recording from GMATQuestions.org. We are in question 1 of fractions now, and let's read the question. A rope weighing 42 pounds is cut into two pieces. One of the pieces weighs 24 pounds and is 60 centimeters long. If the weight of each piece is proportional to its length, how many centimeters long is the other piece of rope? Now, this is a simple question, it's straightforward, but you still have to do it correctly and you have to do it within the time limit. Hopefully, the least amount of time you spend on this, the better. But make sure you're diligent here and you don't make any mistakes. The way I like to deal with this type of questions, I know it's a proportion question, so I'll have probably an equal sign somewhere here, and I have a fraction here and another fraction here. Before we do that, we're going to call what we're looking for x. So x is going to be equal to the length of the other piece of rope. Okay? And x correspond to, you have 42 pounds here and 24 pounds is taken, correspond to 6. So 42 pounds correspond to 42 minus 24 pounds. Obviously this is in pounds and this is 18. So it's important to know that the x we're looking for does correspond to 18 pounds. Okay? So what I like to do then is to put what I'm looking for first as the numerator of the leftmost fraction. So you're going to put x divided by 18. Yeah, just to speed up the whole process instead of having x somewhere else, because ultimately you want to really find x. It's usually on the x side. We are basically conditioned to think of what to find what you're looking for by putting it on the left side of the equal sign. That's why from the very beginning I do so. Okay? And remember that 18 is in pound and x is in centimeters. So to be consistent, we want to make sure the top here is in centimeters, and obviously we have 60 and here gonna be 24 pounds. So this is an exercise that needs to be done right. You know, once you do this right and you really think about the proportions and what you need to put on top or at the bottom, then things are gonna be smooth from here. Okay, clearly now all you have to do is to do a partial cross multiplication. What I mean is this, by just putting 18 times 60 divided by 24. And now we just need to simplify. Please don't do 18 times 60 and then try to divide the whole big number by 24. It wouldn't be very smart. I recommend what to do is just to simplify right now before it gets big. So obviously, what 18 and 24 have in common? 6. You know, that's the biggest numbers they have in common. So you divide 24 by 6, you get 3. And you divide 18 by 6. Sorry, here I made a mistake. 24 by 3 is actually, hold on, just, sorry, my mistake here. So you divide the 24 by 6. What do you get? You get 4. And you divide 18 by 6, you get 3. So it's very important you're diligent here, because if you're not careful, you're going to make a silly mistake and get the wrong answer, just like I did. Okay? So 24 divided by 6 give you 4. 18 divided by 6 give you 3. Now, what do you have? If you want, I can write it for you. You get 3, you get 60, and you get a 4 here. On the GMAT, you don't really need to write this again, but this is just because I'm explaining what's happening. Now look at the next thing to do again is not to do 3 times 60, which is whatever 180 divided by 4. Again, that would not be very smart. A better thing to do is to actually divide the 60 here by 4, which you should know, which is 15. You know, if you want 4 by 4 give you 1, 60 by 4 give you 15. And what you now need to do is to multiply 3 by 15. So we should get a 45 here. You see, you have to learn the process of elimination here, to eliminate, to cancel out things, to simplify the fractions. You absolutely need to know how to simplify fractions on the GMAT, because if not, numbers get really big and you waste a lot of time trying to digest those numbers, try to do divisions. So I recommend then, before you get big, you know, simplify things, you know, and the better you are at doing that, the more successful you're gonna be at not only doing the questions right, but also finding the answers rather fast, rather speedily. Okay? So remember what I did here. Make sure you learn how to do it. Even though this question is easy, you still have to be efficient in solving it. So it looks like the answer is 45. So let's write that down. The correct answer is E. Okay, great. So that's about it. This is gmatquestions.org, and I'll see you in the next video.